Good evening, it's Mr. Mancini, your child's fourth grade teacher. Today I'll just be covering what I'll be going over at open house in case you're unable to make it tonight. About me, I'm a die-hard Dolphins fan. I love to golf. I have a cat named Mifa, and I've been teaching for 7 years. So daily happenings. I'm going to go over our daily routine and schedule with you. It stays pretty consistent throughout the day. The only time it will change is on half days a little bit. Our schedule starts off with a morning meeting where we go over SEL, social emotional learning, and then we're going to go into our split classrooms where I'll be taking children from my class and Miss Wells' class into reading, where we'll do a whole group reading and a small group reading. We'll then go to intervention where I'll continue doing small group reading with students. We take a small break with recess. In between that and lunch, we do a small group reading. And then we end the day with specials, whole group reading, and science. Your child will be receiving a curriculum that follows math, English, language arts, science, some social studies, and their specials. Reading and language arts, our program is called Wonders, and it includes all major content areas to focus on fluency in reading. We incorporate vocabulary, reading, writing, and grammar into our weekly routine. Every day they will be switching with my partner, Miss Wells, who will be teaching them math concepts. In social studies, we will do a little bit of statehood projects, we'll do a Black History Month project, and we'll be highlighting importance of observed days throughout the year. Throughout science, we're going to be working on sounds and waves, rock formations, animal structures, and engineering. Science can usually be a difficult subject for students, so if we see a little bit lower grades in these subjects, it's just because the content is a little bit challenging and we just need to be a little bit better working through that. Our specials include library on A day, computers on B day, gym on C day, art on D day, and music on E days. Our class runs a tight ship, and for things to happen, we have many daily and weekly procedures that help us out. When your students come in the morning, we do some morning work in our notebooks. We have homework folders and Friday folders to help sort out our work and keep ourselves organized, including the agenda, which will be used having your children write in it for homework assignments on the day they are assigned. And they also have desk bins to help them keep their materials organized within the classroom. In the beginning of the year, I gave every student a 3-subject notebook where they will be doing all of their work in. In this subject notebook, there are different subjects which allow them to work on the different content areas. This is a picture of our Friday folder, which is what I will be sending home every Friday or Thursday if there is no Friday end of the week. Friday folders will be sent home each Friday, and please return them to school on Monday. Please take the papers out. They can be kept at home, and this helps keep the folder neat. Homework will come home in the colorful, translucent folders that I also gave all students in the beginning of the year, just to help keep Friday folders and homework folders a little bit separated. And Friday folders usually have more important notices and things like that parents need. Agendas were provided by me to your students in the beginning of the year. I'll have students write their homework assignments the date they were assigned, and you can also check on Parent Square where myself or Miss Wells will post the work that your student has to do. Just a couple of my rules. We listen when others are speaking. We do not call out, and we always use appropriate language. We follow directions, walk silently to our destination, keep hands, feet, and other objects to yourself, and we do not deface property of the school or others. Some classroom rules, which are displayed here in the cabinet in my classroom, that your children contributed to and have acknowledged to help follow and commit to following these rules, are located here in the classroom, which fall similar to what my classroom rules are above and Mancini's rules. Report card and testing Waterbury Public Schools does quarters, so every semester they will receive a report card which can be accessed through their PowerSchool login. Upon request, I personally will print out report cards and send them home if needed. The grading scale will be a 25-75 breakdown. 25% of it will be classwork, center work, class participation, and homework, while 75% of it will be test, quiz, projects, and other major grading assignments. As a reading teacher, I have a reading test which I distribute to those children. Some of the children get progress monitored, and we do what is called the beginning, middle, and end of the year testing, which is 3 times throughout the year to see the progress they've been making between the beginning, middle, and end, and see what kind of interventions we need to help with them if they aren't making the progress we would like to see. This reading test tests accuracy, words per minute, and comprehension from context clues. This will be a major focus of reading this year, and as I progress throughout the year, I will be talking about these scores with you at parent-teacher conferences, and these will usually be the highlights of the conversations I have with you there. The grading sources are going to be homework, quizzes, tests, projects, journal entries, class participation, informal assessments, center work, and writing assignments. Tests and quizzes are never a surprise. I will make sure your children are very aware of the tests and quizzes that are coming up in classroom, and I usually do a center activity throughout the week or two to help them prepare for what is going to be seen on the test to make sure they're being exposed and working with those concepts. And I will be sending those home graded in the Friday folder. I do not put grades on the work. I keep them in my grade book for myself, but I will put the percentages. So you might see a 6 out of 8 on the test. If you would like to know about what the score would be, you would just divide the top number by the bottom number, and that would help give you an idea of what those grades would be. Some last notes that I would just like to touch upon. Dress code calls for no hooded sweaters. Over the past couple of years, that has been an issue that has sort of just been letting slide in the school. This year, it is something that we're revisiting to try to make sure we reestablish. So please try to make sure that hooded sweaters are just outdoor wear. They're not meant to be worn inside. If dismissal change is needed, for instance, if you have a busser who needs to be picked up or a student who usually is a pickup needs to go on the bus, please send the student with it in writing or message us on Parent Square. It is imperative that you have it in writing so we know where your child is going and have confirmation from you, the guardian, that your child is leaving the destined way. This just ensures that we don't lose or misplace any of the children and cause any unnecessary issues. It has been my pleasure. I'm always here for comments and concerns, so please feel free to contact me about anything. If you would like to meet with me or contact me, please just contact me through Parent Square. I'd be more than happy to answer out to anyone. My goal is to make every one of your children a successful 4th grader and prepare them for what's in store in the future. Thank you so much. If I see you at open house tonight, I look forward to it. If not, this is everything I will be covering, so please don't feel like you're missing too much if you aren't able to make it. Again, please feel free to reach out with any comments, questions, or concerns, and I look forward to being your 4th grader's teacher this year.